model that we have developed, the 3D printed model. So as you can see here, this is the VGA connection that we have provided to display whatever is getting computed onto the screen. We had the option of using a small LED screen that we have shown in the circuitry, but for the sake of clear visuality, we have used the desktop. Coming to the major component, this is the Raspberry Pi 4, which is the microprocessor unit that we are using. Now from here, the overall circuitry that we have shown in the image has been compacted into this small space here, and it has been glued to the surface. Now coming to the motor part, this is the motor which will be driving the tumbler. It is a 100 RPM gauge motor. This is the DTH sensor which will be taking the readings of the ambient temperature and the humidity values. Now the top exhaust fan, this is the exhaust fan, which is basically going to take the cabinet fan, we can say, which is going to draw the air into the chamber, and via these aluminum tubes which will be exposed to sunlight, the air will get hot, and that kind of warmed air will enter into this chamber. And once it enters into the chamber, we have this internal here, there is an opening here. So from this opening here, the air will come directly into this tumbler unit, and this tumbler is again meshed, and this meshed tumbler will have the grains into it which will be rotating. This is a small DTH sensor which we have placed inside the tumbler or inside the chamber, which shows the overall inside conditions of the chamber, that is the temperature and basically the temperature inside the chamber. Now coming to the other part, we have here is the exhaust fan. This exhaust fan is basically going to work only when the temperature inside the chamber exceeds certain value, and in our algorithm we have kept it as 32 degrees Celsius. If it exceeds 32 degrees Celsius from the outside temperature, say around 3 degree more, then the exhaust will turn on for few seconds unless and until the temperature inside the chamber comes down to the original value. Once it comes down, then again this upper fan, that is the cabinet fan, will turn on, and again the process will continue. The tumbler will be rotating in a fashion such that it will rotate for some time and again stop. So this will be the overall function of the system. Now we'll turn on and view it. So as you can see now that we have connected the LCD touch display to the device. In the later stage, we will be showing it on the main monitor screen. Now what you see here is basically the OS getting loaded onto a Raspberry Pi. So this is basically the set of code that is running behind the screen, and once it is loaded, our software will turn on. Now as you can see, this is the farmer getting the options to select the crop. So here we have the option to select the first crop, which was maize, and the second thing is the green gram. So now between we have kept only two options as of now. So as he selects one of the options, then the software will take him to the next step. The step is to select the weight that he is going to put into the system. So here he has a provision to keep from 50 to 200 grams, and he can even select the drying level. Since the device that we have made now is very small, we have kept the weight according to the size of this particular product. So he chooses the drying level according to his requirement. The system will set the algorithm accordingly, and then he has to press the start button. And now after pressing start, the system will turn on. Now as you can see, this code shows the external values of temperature and humidity. This is via this DTH sensor attached to the system has started, and as you can see that the main inlet fan is first rotating. This is rotated for some time, and this shows that it has collected air into the chamber, and now the main tumbler mechanism is going to rotate. So the fan runs in a fashion that it will rotate for 10 seconds and 5 seconds stop. As you can see, this is our tumbler mechanism.
Now we will see the demo of the project.
See, it is kind of rotating the crops up and down completely. You can see all the crops inside now. We will take it like this so that it will not come outside. So you will be able to see that the crops are moving completely up and down, and the air is coming from there. It is the inlet. See here you can see one hole. So from here the hot air will come. This blower is moving.